delving into the case of the Long Island serial killer, Rachel and I have come to learn there are no easy answers.
We believe it was exposure to the elements. It didn't sound like anybody was trying to kill her.
Do you believe that?
Shannon's death was not an accident.
And the truth is sometimes just as tragic as the crime itself.
He said she's staying in a whorehouse in Queens. I do believe it was him I talked to.
Every lead we've uncovered only seems to take us further down the rabbit hole.
Where should we go find him?
Same way he finds us, on Backpage.
It is a journey far darker than we could ever have imagined.
We have information as to whom we believe this individual is.
But of all the mysteries we've encountered so far, none has been more consequential, and to some coincidental, than the disappearance of Shannan Gilbert from Oak Beach.
Shannan Gilbert. She fits the same profile as all the other girls. She's an escort service girl. She is going out to do a trick, and she doesn't come back. How can you separate Shannan Gilbert from those other victims? You can't.
The way she operated, the MO was completely different. She had a driver. Brewer had the driver bring Shannan to his house with these young women. There was no driver. They were lured into some location. We still believe, and we hold to it, that she succumbed to the elements.
Just doesn't make sense that she would run naked through a marsh and then die if there wasn't somebody out there who was also involved in her death. I mean, there are a lot of different ways you could play out, but the police theory is probably the least likely of any of those.
It's the enduring mystery of Shannan's death and our own need for answers that has led Josh and I back to Oak Beach to retrace her final steps. Less than 500 yards from where we entered, police found the trail of Shannan's purse, shoes, and her torn pants.
She lost all her possessions. She lost her pants, somehow, either taking them off or having to pull them off because they got wet.
This is really what it must have been like.
I mean, she's walking barefoot, without gloves. She must have been cut up.
Whoa.
Yes, it's bad. I can't even see where you are right now.
Guys? See how far away she was from the house?
Jeez.
It's like a quarter mile of a huge push.
If she was brought in here, how would that person have done it? There's no way.
Standing out here, we were confident Shannan's body hadn't been staged, as the Gilgo Beach 4 had been. But still, could someone have had a hand in her death? Had she been chased, as the 911 call insinuated, or had she been given drugs that led to the episode police suggested?
So sad.
Well, you know what makes me sad is that, look, it takes us so much to get through here. No one comes.
I believe that her death was not in vain because she led to the discovery of 10 other individuals.
Maybe one day we will solve the mystery of what exactly happened to Shannan.
Better.
But will that answer involve Lisk? In our opinion, probably not. Yet as tragic as Shannan's death is, there was still the overwhelming horror of 10 bodies, bringing us back to our hunt for Lisk and to our post on Backpage, which has led to numerous texts and calls, including one cryptic message that caught our attention.
I heard who the Lisk is/was, and it kind of makes sense that he hasn't killed in quite a while. Interesting.
We should call him.
Call him?
Hey, how you doing? We're the filmmakers who are doing the Long Island serial killer documentary.
You saw our post on Backpage.
Yeah. I had heard that the gentleman that owned Atlantis Marine in Riverhead, he was a suspect, and that's when he killed himself.
And how did you hear that?
Well, I work with the police department, and I had heard that that's who the DA's office was questioning and everything else, and, with number one suspect.
The man the caller was talking about was James Bissett, a wealthy landscaper and aquarium enthusiast.
Right here.
We'd heard rumors surrounding Bissett before, but never from someone connected to law enforcement, leading us to take a closer look.
December 14th.
Huh.
In an eerie coincidence, Bissett committed suicide just one day after Shannon's body was discovered. And what's more, he also owned a nursery that allegedly was one of the only places on the island that sold burlap sacks, which was wrapped around 4 of the victims.
Something kind of viable.
Which has led Josh and I to drive out to Long Island to see just how difficult it is to find burlap sacks.
Hi, how are you? Do you guys sell burlap sacks?
No.
Like a potato sack.
No, I don't.
I don't want to say anything because it's just speculation. But something happened where he was going to be exposed. I think that's why he committed suicide.
Finally, our search has brought us here, to the nursery owned by the Bissett family.
Josh, is this a sack?
Yeah. You think something like this would be big enough?
It's not out of the question.
Bissett's easy access to burlap and his mysterious suicide made the story difficult to ignore. And these facts didn't escape the attention of the online community.
What's interesting is this, 2,868 comments.
Jesus.
Jimmy was a womanizer and a cocaine addict, an alcoholic, and his cell phone had victims' numbers in it.
I have heard they found an underground kill room.
His family's been trying to keep it hush-hush. Makes sense why he killed himself.
Jimmy was good people. Watch your disrespectful talk.
All like moronic scumbags posting negative things about such a great person should be ashamed of yourselves, since I know he will be truly missed. Maybe it's all just rumors.
Trying to make sense of all these comments, we reached out to Ellen Bissett, the family spokesperson, to get her perspective.
Are you aware of the internet hoax?
The internet hoax?
Yes. Basically went viral.
Right, 2,800 comments about this?
Obviously, it's extremely upsetting for the family.
Any reason why it started?
It had all the makings of a great sensationalized story with money, power, intrigue, sex, and murder, if it weren't completely false.
Could the answer be so simple, a hoax? Or was this further proof of an alleged cover-up? In the echo chamber of the internet, it was surprisingly easy to see how the facts could fit either narrative.
There's so many theories, and this theory about Bissett went like wildfire over the internet. There's no evidence whatsoever connecting Bissett to Shannon or any of these other women, none.
The Suffolk PD even issued a rare press release, warning people not to believe the internet rumors. But since it didn't mention Bissett by name, it only fueled further speculation of a cover-up.
We shouldn't be surprised.
With a lack of answers, especially after a case that's been going on for 5 years, people create narratives to fulfill those storylines.
Well, it's human nature is what it is.
Whether guilty or innocent, it didn't matter. Bissett would forever be tied to the Long Island serial killer. It was a lack of suspects or any new information, and our need to speculate that convicted him, turning fiction into fact and fear into hate.
I hope he was the one that did it, and we can stop thinking about it. If it's not him, that means this psycho is still out there. probably eyeing Backpage for his next victim right now.